As Lynch carries, and Marshawn Lynch. He might go. He could go. He did go.
Defense. You saw Jordan Simmons in there. There's a pass through the end zone and is caught in the corner for a touchdown.
Wilson looking for Metcalf. Throws it short. Makes the catch. Leaning for the pylon. He's in. It's a touchdown.
Below at his own 23 with the 1st and 10. And it's intercepted by Bobby Wagner.
Prescott's in trouble again and sacked. Frank Clark.
Tannehill looking 1st and 10, and Clowney gets him from the back.
He has time, but he can't find anybody. Dunlap with his 3rd sack of the game.
Wow. And the first down of the day for the Rams, who come in ranked 3rd in total offense. Goff didn't fake out anybody, including Jadeveon Clowney.
And better. 2nd and 4. Lynch cuts back. Marshawn Lynch for the touchdown.
Cardinals win. The Cardinals take the West. Murray under a lot of pressure. Once again, it's Dunlap with another sack. His 2nd of the day.
15 yards on the ground. From the gun. Brady. Intercepted!
From the 41-yard line. Vick taken down by John Randall.
There it is. Touchdown, Metcalf.
And just a 3-man rush, and that's enough to get to him. Clowney. He's going to come back the other way across the field, and Zach Miller's got it for a touchdown. Wilson to the corner, and it is a touchdown. Pass, nowhere to go. Breeze is in trouble, still in trouble. He'll go down.
Wilson keeps going to his right for the touchdown.
2nd and 18. Garoppolo. As the ball is out, and it is Seattle's ball.
Alrighty, hey there guys, Adorcast here, aka Jadeveon95, coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, guys, it is going to be an update to the Seattle Seahawks team. Now, I do have some changes in place for the rules for how I am organizing this team in order for me to make this a little bit more fun and interesting. And these rules were inspired by another YouTuber by the name of Dub.Dubby. He does Eaglestein team stuff on his channel, as well as some of the other, high level gameplay. So I will link his channel in the description if you guys go want to check him out. But for his Eaglestein team, he actually has a decent amount of restrictions in play, and those rules were inspired me to make my own set of rules. So for example, one of them is you had to have played more than 1 year with the team for the most part, with the exception of rookies and new signings, as well as a couple of others. So like rookie players obviously are going to be on the squad because they're rookies. And then, you know, players that have been on the team just this year, obviously I'm going to look to play them as well. So guys like, you know, Uchenna, guys like, say, for example, I think another one that was played like 1 year this year, Marquise Goodwin, like I'll have him on the team, have them on the team. But obviously, you know, it all depends on what's going to happen afterwards with that. If you did play 1 year and you actually had a good year or share a name with someone who was on the team, obviously you're going to be on the team. And this is mainly for TikTok purposes. For example, the biggest example is Jerry Rice. He only played 1 year in Seattle. He wasn't the greatest. However, Sidney Rice also played with Seattle, and he actually was and Sidney Rice was actually good with Seahawks. So obviously I'm going to keep Jerry Rice on the team, since I don't think we're ever going to get a Sidney Rice at any point on the squad. And if we do get Sidney Rice, obviously then I'll probably look to sell off Jerry and have Sidney. But this way I can make it so that way Sidney Rice is Jerry Rice. You know, Jerry Rice is Sidney Rice for the TikToks and all that stuff. There are no fillers unless it is absolutely necessary. Like, for example, offensive line. The offensive line right now is so bad that you honestly need to have an offensive... I need to get fillers for the offensive line to even want to use this team, let alone it be good. However, obviously, once we do get a competent lineman for that spot, that player will be sold off immediately. Obviously, I'm going to have that player being in the lineup. Seahawks legends will be prioritized. So, like, guys like Doug Baldwin that you're seeing, Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner. If we ever get an Earl Thomas, Russ, Jimmy Graham, I would say Jimmy Graham. I don't say he's a Seahawks legend, but I definitely will include him. Jimmy Graham, Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander, Matt, you get the point. All those guys will be on the team. Okay, they will have priority on the team over some of the other players. The only difference is though is that I didn't pick up Sean Alexander just because of the fact that I can't make 2 running backs work, and I'm not gonna have a 500K coin running back on my team just to sit on the bench. I'm not gonna do that. My apologies there. The next one is, even if the players do get Seahawks chem, they will not play on the team. So guys like Deion Sanders, right now, what's his name? John Elway, Dave Casper, they will not play on the team, again, unless it's an absolute necessity. Again, like, for example, one other one is Rob Gronkowski. The tight end position for the Seahawks team, but based on my rules, is pretty bad. Like, Greg Olsen is the best tight end we've had, at least this year. And also, Noah Fant doesn't have a usable card right now. Neither does Will Dissly. Like, Will Dissly did get a new card, but he doesn't have a very usable one. So, obviously, when Will Dissly and Noah Fant, preferably, when Noah Fant gets a card upgrade, Noah Fant will be starting at tight end. Whereas with, right now, I'm actually using Greg Olsen. Gronk will still be on the team regardless, though, because he does get ×2 Seahawks chem, even though he never did play for Seattle. But also, guys, he does have a nice motivator chem, which does help out the team a little bit. And so, therefore, that's why I'm going to use him. But I probably won't I won't play Gronk unless, it is an absolute necessity. Like, for example, Noah Fant doesn't get a card till, like, March and whatnot. I will more than likely have Gronk done within the next, before the Combine promo. I would say I would more than likely have the season pass, have Gronk in my lineup and whatnot and shit done by then. So, but yeah, so that is all the rules, guys. I do apologize for the long intro. I just needed to explain that because there were some people on Twitter, when I put them out, there were some people on Twitter that were confused and needed me to explain it. So I hope that does clear it up. But with that being said, though, guys, let's just jump into the video, into the lineup. So in the lineup, guys, first off, as you guys saw in the top 3, we do have the brand new Doug Baldwin. Now, I was kind of relieved that this card is only about 1.2 million, at least when I bought him. I was expecting his price to be at least double that because of the fact that he is an LTD and he is not in, there's no TVP. So I kind of was expecting Baldwin to be expensive as shit. But hey, Baldwin is not. So Baldwin, 98 speed, 93 jumping, 97 catch in traffic, 94 spec, 94 short, 93 mid, 95 deep. Also has 97 acceleration and 98 agility, 90 carrying. Doug Baldwin, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I might find a way to keep him on the team for the rest of the year. I feel like 97 speed, once you get to 97 speed, personally, I feel like at that point, it's all just like preference to who you want on the team. And I do think Baldwin is going to find a way to stick around on this team because obviously he did give a lot of years with Seattle. He gave about 8-9 years with the Seahawks, I believe, from like 2011 till about 2018, 2019. I know he retired after before we drafted Metcalf. Yeah, it was 2018 was his last year in the NFL. So obviously there's going to be a lot of, I'm definitely going to keep him on the team. And, Baldwin definitely is going to be somebody that I'm going to look to, keep around because he's also really good. Like 98 speed is something to not really look to replace so fast. We also do have Marquise Goodwin for the playoff promo. Now, I know a lot of Hawks fans were pretty upset that we didn't get a 93 overall, and rightfully so. I mean, I wanted a 93 overall, 93 overall offensive lineman. But Marquise Goodwin for the Seahawks, 95 speed, 92 jumping, 96 excel, 92 agility. He really doesn't see the field for me unless it's on kick returns, and mainly just because that is where I have him. He is on the kick return. But other than that, he just does not play for me. To be completely honest, though, like Marquise, I think he's a solid option for a budget receiver. If you're looking to build like a budget theme team and say you don't have enough to get like Doug Baldwin, for example, yeah, definitely go pick up Marquise Goodwin. We still do have Russell. I know we can get Geno, but Geno doesn't do anything Russell can't already, so there's no point for me to pick up Geno. And then with Marshawn Lynch, again, when it comes to Sean Alexander, right now he's like 500K. So he's like really expensive. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, he does come down in price, and then I could put him on the team, and we'll see what happens there. But there is no promises. And then again, offensive line fillers. We got Greg Olsen at the tight end position. So anyways, with that being said, though, that's my offense, guys. Moving on to the abilities for the offensive side of the ball. So we've got Doug Baldwin, who was short, out, and mid in elite. We got identifier on Creed Humphrey, Will Shield with recuperation and secure protector, DK Metcalf with runoff, elite, and red zone threat, Marshawn Lynch with bruiser and tank, Anthony Munoz with secure pro, Jason Kelsey with nasty streak, fool me once on Zach Martin, short and elite and slot apprentice now on Jerry Rice. He is moved to my slot receiver now that we have Baldwin. I was going to keep it as Baldwin as my slot receiver, but the problem is he cannot get wide receiver apprentice and mid and elite and short out elite in different buckets. Because of the fact that he's an LTD, they only give him 2 instead of making it to where, like, if he's a normal legend, he has like some discounts in his third bucket. I don't understand why they just don't do that with the legends, because I would have liked to have had wide receiver apprentice, mid and short out elite on Baldwin. That would have been nice. Greg Olsen with tight end apprentice, and then Russ with Sefit lead Omaha for his abilities. So that is the offense, guys. Moving on to the defense now. Defensively, some new cards, obviously. You know, we got a lot of new cards. I did touch on them quite a bit in the video last night. So, but Bruce Irvin, this card, 96 speed, 93 acceleration, 96 acceleration, 93 speed, my apologies. 94 block shed, 93 power move, garbage ass finesse move. Like, holy crap, I was very disappointed in his finesse move, which, I mean, is to be expected. Bruce Irvin was not the most finessing of pass rushers. Well, 88 zone coverage as well. Now, he does play rotational edge for me. There are some plays where I will bring him in, but for the most part, he doesn't play. You know, he'll sit on the bench in my base defense, my base nickel packages, and then like on dime, 3-3-5 wide, odd, and triple, he does come in. Next, we have Carlos Dunlap. Now, I know some people are probably thinking, well, based on your rules, why do you have Carlos Dunlap? Well, I actually did like Carlos Dunlap with the Seahawks when he came on board. I actually thought Carlos Dunlap was pretty good. I was actually kind of sad to see him go, to be completely honest with you. I really did not want him to go. I thought he was a good pickup for the Seahawks. I would have loved to have seen him get to be re-signed, but unfortunately it is not to be. But 91 speed, 95 excel, 91 finesse move, 91 block shed. Carlos Dunlap, really solid. I don't think he's a standout by any means. Like, he is not insanely overpowered compared to some other pass rushers on this team or some other players on this team. But I like this Carlos Dunlap, and I actually do play him because he does get 1 AP edge threat, which, you know, I think there's a decent amount of linebackers who do get 1 AP edge threat, but I decided to play him because I think, you know, he's still pretty good, like, to where he should be able to, you know, play for me. Next, we have John Randall for my starting defensive tackle. Now, as I talked about last night with the video, Randall is incredibly good. I love this John Randall card. One of the best pass rushers I've used this year. Overall, like, even his 91 played really, really good for me. So I was super excited to be using this John Randall, like, to get an upgrade with John Randall. I was super excited to get that this last week, I mean, because of how good that 91 overall still was. But 90 speed, 97 acceleration, 97 block shed, 94 power, 96 finesse move. I could easily probably find a way to get that power and finesse move to 99 if I find the right strategy cards. But John Randall is incredibly good. He is probably my favorite, like I said, probably my favorite defensive tackle in the game that I've used for the team. And his ability combination is probably ideally what I'm looking for a nose tackle, because I do play a lot of 3 down. Like, I want to play some 3-4 base defense. So for a nose tackle, he gets a perfect ability set up. He gets goal line stuff for free. He gets inside stuff for 1 AP. And then he gets double or nothing for 2, which for 1 AP as well. So I can get all 3 of these for 2 AP, which is fantastic overall. I really love the ability set up with John Randall. And I will probably look to have him on the team for the rest of the year, unless we get spoiled with, like, say we get like a Cliff Averill like defensive tackle, or a Red Bryant defensive tackle for the Legion of Boom era Seahawks, which hopefully we do, because I would like to get some more Legion of Boom players on the team. that aren't the usual ones like Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor, Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, obviously. You know, I would like to get some more Legion of Boom players on the squad. Clowney, though, on the other hand, even though he only played 1 year in the Seahawks, I actually did like him. I thought he was incredibly good with the Seahawks, even though the sacks weren't there, the pressures were there, and overall he was very, very active on the defensive line in his time with Seattle. So I actually decided to say, fuck it, let's get Jadeveon Clowney. So, but 95 speed, 93 acceleration, 94 strength, 93 tackle, 96 block shed, 96 power move, and 91 finesse move. Really love this Clowney. Like, if you guys watched my video last night, and if you guys saw my TikTok that I put up on last night, you guys would see Clowney was going ape shit on the guy that I was playing last night. And even in some of the other games I played, Clowney was going absolutely wild in my game last night, in my games yesterday on stream. I love this Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney always plays great, so I'm always going to look to have Jadeveon Clowney on the squad because of just how good of a player he is when he does play. And then lastly, guys, we do have Shaquille Griffin. Shaquille Griffin, definitely, I know a lot of Hawks fans, again, Hawks fans were very upset, or at least a couple of Hawks fans were very upset that the Seattles didn't get 93, and they view the Shaquille Griffin as useless, and I don't disagree with the idea that we should have gotten a 93. I talked about this yesterday. However, this Griffin is not useless. 95 speed is okay still, especially if you play him in a specific position. 95 acceleration, 91 agility, not the best. I will agree with that. 93 play rec, 99 zone coverage, because I actually did change up my in the zone strat item. So 99 zone coverage, 92 press, 97 change of direction, 89 pursuit. Now, I play him at the slot cornerback position, which is why I have flat zone KO on him. But I personally do think that Shaquille Griffin is not bad. Like, I actually think he is a good cornerback overall. I actually would recommend using him if you don't want to use guys like Kobe Bryant, for example, because Kobe Bryant's abilities aren't the best. Even Deion Sanders, like, if you don't want to use Deion Sanders, which, I mean, for me, I'm not going to use Deion just because, as I talked about with my rules, he never was a Seattle Seahawks, so why would I play him? I don't care if he has Seahawks chem. But Griffin is good. I like the Shaquille Griffin. I think he plays very well overall. He does get deep out KO and pick artist for 1 AP in his special bucket, but I'm playing him at slot corner just because, you know, we have guys like Woolen and Sherman, so fuck it, may as well. So anyways, guys, that is the defensive upgrades. I'm hoping that soon we can get a Jamal Adams upgrade, which I think we might with the AKA new class promo coming out very soon. And if that's the case, he'll move to Jamal Adams will play sub linebacker and will more than likely not play Ryan Neal. But for the defensive abilities, we got John Randall with double or nothing inside stuff and goal line stuff, edge threat and double or nothing on Clowney, lurker on Bobby Wagner, tip drill and deep out KO on Quandre, goal line stuff and reinforcement on Cam, Sherman with deep out and pick artist, Woolen with tip drill and deep out, flat zone KO on Shaquille Griffin, on the ball with Kobe Bryant. I'm only keeping this on since it is free. I may as well use it. And then edge threat with Carlos Dunlap. So that is the defensive side of the ball, guys. Not very many. Like, we got a bunch of new pass rushers, but other than that, it is what it is. Justin Tucker is only here because Jason Myers does not have a good card yet. Hopefully he does get a Team of the Year card. And when he does, I will obviously look to put Jason Myers on the team. Specialist, guys, we got Marshawn Lynch as the workhorse back. Jerry Rice is now moved to slot receiver, which is why he does have the slot apprentice. Lurker, Bobby Wagner, and Ryan Neal at sub linebacker. My apologies. Clowney at edge, and on rush left end and rush right end is Carlos Dunlap. John Randall and Clowney on rush DT. Now, this is just because it makes the subbing a little bit easier for me when I decide to put in Bruce Irvin for specific formations. But otherwise, Clowney does like rush DT. When it comes to that, John Randall, it'll be John Randall and Sam Adams for the rush defensive tackle, and then Shaquille Griffin and Kobe Bryant at the slot cornerbacks. For the offense, for the strategy items, guys, we do have the new Iron Wall epic legendary strat item, which is for the offensive line. Defensively, we've got the in the zone with the +1 to zone, so now everybody gets a +5 on zone coverage. Then we have obviously the Seahawks strat item, Ravens defense, Lions offense, and then the regular visuals. Now, I think they patched the uniform glitch for online play, because when I go into practice mode, because I actually have it set up to where with the practice mode, I have the blue and gray uniforms as my away, And then I got the Seahawks neon greens for home. However, I don't know what it is, but when I go to play on practice mode, it works. But if I play online, it does not. So I don't know if they patched it. Maybe I'll just refix it up, obviously. See what happens. But yeah, that is the team, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Doug Baldwin gameplay will be coming on Monday. As I will be streaming Monday, and I'll probably look to have it out Monday night, along with any of the like AKA players if Seattle does get any AKA guys, which I'm hoping we get somebody like a Danger Russell Wilson or a President Jamal Adams, you know, or even a No E Tyler Lockett. Yes, apparently that is his nickname according to PFF. They have No E. Don't understand it. We'll never understand it. But hey, it is what it is. But again, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button below and subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.